Well, hey y'all, we had a storm come through last night, so it's a little breezy but nice and cool this morning. Actually feels like spring outside, so I thought it would be a great time to go over this plant haul we had this weekend. This is mostly things that didn't come back or that I wanted to expand the drift. So we have here Blue Fortune Agastache. We had 2 clumps of Blue Fortune Agastache, and in each clump one didn't come back. So we're replacing that one and then making the drifts larger. I love this Blue Fortune because y'all, once it starts blooming, it does not stop until it gets frost outside, which I just love. It really doesn't want a lot of attention, doesn't need deadheading. I mean, it is, to me, one of the more perfect plants that we have. The only thing is that it likes well-draining soil, and of course, if you've heard me talk about it before, here in Zone 8B, we don't really have that. And so that is some of the problems that I think we have with it not coming back is, you know, if we get too much rain at one time or it's in a little bit more shaded area than it probably would love to be in. But I love the color that it brings to the area that it's in. The stats on it is that it wants full sun, moderate moisture, and I would say it's even a little bit less than moderate. It likes well-draining soil, and it gets 26 to 30 inches tall, zones 5 to 10, which makes it pretty much a great plant for any of us here in the U.S. except for the extreme northern areas. And you may want to put some kind of rock or something in the bottom. We just plant it up a little bit high in order to help it drain some. Next that we have here next to it is swamp milkweed. And so I got these from the same local grower that I got the milkweed last year, and I just got one of the swamp milkweed because I had never grown it before and I wasn't sure what it would do, if it would spread real easily. But y'all, when I say that the caterpillars love swamp milkweed, the monarch caterpillars love it. In fact, my one little plant was not enough to sustain all of the caterpillars that came onto it, so I told y'all that I wanted to get more, and y'all, they didn't have the pink blooming kind, but they had this white blooming kind. It is still a swamp milkweed. Let me see if I can find the name on it. Ice Ballet. So it gets 3 to 4 feet tall, 2 feet wide, so it's very narrow, zones 3 to 9, and it blooms in the summertime. Y'all, the pink variety that I had hasn't shown any signs of life this year, and so I'm probably going to dig it up and then plant these. I got 3 this time. I don't have a lot of area to put it in, so I'm hoping that this will do the job and it will continue to clump, because I think it does grow by clumping, and so I'm hoping that it'll do that and be able to sustain the monarch caterpillars that come in our area for something to lay its eggs on. All right, the next thing that I have here is this. It's called Noble Yarrow, and I have the Proven Winners Firefly White Diamond Yarrow, and one of them is kind of struggling. I have one of the peach sky that's struggling and one of the white, and I can't get my hands back on a good size of it. If I were to order it online, I would only get a quart. So they had this Noble White. I don't know anything about it, and I'm going to add it to our area that has the white diamond and see if it'll kind of blend in well enough and the right height, hopefully, that it will look like it belongs to that grouping. So I hope y'all will stick around and y'all can see us put these into the landscape where there are others already existing or we're replacing, and that y'all will enjoy seeing the process.